Your purpose is not about you. It's about who you are meant to impact. That means you need to think about how your purpose is going to solve problems and or bring joy to those around you.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high.
Hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Ray and I just want to say welcome and thank you for tuning in. As you can see, I am on a layover. I have a 10 and a half layover. 10 and a yeah, 10 and a half hour layover. Jesus, I don't know why that was so complicated to say. I'm in Houston right now. I want to switch things up a little bit because obviously I'm not doing anything on my layover. I've been thinking about where I want my channel to go, what I want to do with it, and what purpose it's going to serve. And while I will be doing things on my layovers, I believe once or twice a month, it depends. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I want you guys to come here and I want you to leave with something. It has been on my spirit. I've been talking with God. It's been on my spirit to help people, and in me building this platform, and it's a small platform for right now. I just reached 100 followers. Go me. We celebrate small wins over here. I want to help people, and so especially women, especially young women. So that's what I'm gonna do. So every month we're gonna chit chat a little bit, at least once a month, about how we can be better women and how we can better ourselves for ourselves, not nobody else, okay? Because you gotta be willing to do it for yourself. So let's get into, what we're gonna talk about today. I know life be lifing sometimes, because life's for me. I want to get into walking into our purpose, finding our unique gifts that align with that purpose. If you're ready to stop playing games and get serious and walk in your purpose, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to get started on that journey. The first tip, and I know it's going to sound, it may sound a little cliche, but let me tell you something, it's very powerful. And that first tip is to know yourself deeply. What are you passionate about? What are your unique gifts? What values are you using to make the decisions in your life? I know one thing that I am absolutely great at is motivating people. You tell me you want to hit this goal, baby, what you doing? How you doing it? What you need? How I'm gonna help you? And I didn't notice that I had that gift until my best friend said something to me about it. We used to go to walk Beakway Park in Newark every morning, or we would go to the gym, and she said, I like going to the gym with Jazz because she gonna make sure you finish them daggone reps. She gonna make sure you gonna hit that goal. So when she said that to me, like, that really lit a fire under me. Like, oh, I had that gift to make people, or to encourage people to follow their dreams and hit their goals. Some ways that you can find ways to learn about yourself in a deeper manner is writing in a journal. And when I tell you, like, don't even think about it, just put the pen to the paper and write. Something's gonna come out of it. Write until you can't write anymore, or you don't have any more thoughts. Don't think about it, just write. And then after you finish writing, go back and read over it, and you can find little things about yourself, what you may need to work on, what you're good at, what you're bad at. You'll find it in your journal prompts. Another thing you can do is personality assessments. There are a bunch of them online. You can just put it in Google, child. Put it in Google. They'll come up. And those personality assessments will tell you your strengths, your weaknesses. They'll tell you so much about yourself, and you can like kind of go from there and try different things out. Another thing you can do is go to the people who are closest to you and ask them, what do you think I'm good at? Why is our relationship meaningful to you? And you can get some insight from there from other people, and you can take that. You can either take it, embrace it, and use that, or you can just be like, if you don't like what you hear, sometimes it's good to just look in the mirror, and sometimes that mirror is your friends and your family. Tip number 2 in finding and walking your purpose is to, y'all, embrace faith over fear. I know. And I'm not getting religious, y'all. I promise you I'm not getting religious. But fear will paralyze your dreams, but faith will move mountains. Now, faith can be spiritual, but faith is emotional. You ever get a feeling and you be like, I know I shouldn't try this, or I know I should, like, or I know it's going to turn out good. Like you just have faith and you don't even know why you have this faith. That's a feeling. And let me tell you, fear will disguise itself as logic, and you will talk yourself out of your dreams every single time when you do not walk in faith. I remember watching a video not long ago, and I don't want to butcher this, but it spoke to me so well. And it was talking about the brain and how sometimes when we have a dream or a goal, our brain will use fear, because fear protects us from being harmed, right? But when you're scared, your brain is actually doing what it's supposed to do. It's protecting you because it believes that your dreams are harmful because you're scared of trying new things and trying to reach those dreams. You have to step outside of that. And that's why faith is important, and it has to overpower that fear. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing stopping you from doing what you need to do. Your brain is literally fighting with itself to protect you because it thinks that you need protection because you're scared to step out on faith. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to y'all. When I tell y'all, when I watched that video, I said, oh, that puts a lot of things into perspective. You literally just have to trust yourself. And if you believe in God, you have to trust God. Just trust that it's all going to work out. And falling down sometimes is part of the journey. It's going to happen regardless. You will fall. You will fall. Once you get over that fear of, I don't want to fall, know that you're going to be able to catch yourself when it happens. It's gonna be okay. You just gotta dust yourself. You know how like toddlers and babies, when they first start learning how to walk, they fall a couple times, but they get back up. They try. Okay, there's a cookie on the shelf that they want. They're gonna find a way to get that cookie, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I have a 2-year-old. You gotta learn. You can learn from these babies. Let me give y'all an example of me like stepping out on faith. This job that I have right now as a flight attendant, I don't know. I always was like, I'm going to be more than where I come from, because I grew up in Newark. I grew up in the hood. Came a long way. But yeah, so like I just knew that I had things, I had dreams, I had goals that I wanted to reach. And so when this job said that they were hiring, I was like, I was already at a different airline, and I was like, oh yeah, but you know, I would love to like international flying and travel the world. And not that I couldn't with my first airline, but it's just like you get a different status basically with flying mainline than flying regional. So, and you get paid more, obviously. But so somebody told me, because you know we all talk to each other, they said that when this company was hiring that you would have to move to California. And I was like, I had to pray about it because I never been far away from my loved ones on my own. But I was like, this opportunity is not gonna come again if I don't take it right now. And so I applied for this job. I got the job and went to training, and they gave us two options, which was Denver or San Francisco. I was never going to nobody's Denver, child. I hate the cold. I'm not doing that. Not going to no mountains. I'm not doing none of that. So I was like, okay, Cali it is. I'm going to San Fran. And I moved all the way on the other side of the country by myself, not knowing anybody. I mean, I know my classmates because we spent 4 or 5 weeks together in training, but I did not know anybody. I just stepped out on faith, and I was broke. Dead broke, okay? I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. But I was like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna figure it out, okay? And let me tell y'all, I figured it out. And here I am 10 years later on YouTube talking to y'all. Starting out another dream, you know, working on another goal, finding more purpose, and helping you guys find your purpose. If I can do it, you can. You can do it too. Some ways I have been able to learn how to walk by faith is getting into my word, y'all. Getting into my word. Even if you're not religious, I'm gonna tell you, even if you're not religious, there are lessons in there. There are stories in there. There are wise words and wisdom in that book that you can take from. Affirmations. And I know, y'all, people sleep on affirmations because they're like, oh, I gotta stand in the mirror and tell myself I can do it. Like, that's so corny. But it's not just about saying it, it's believing in it. You say something to yourself enough times, you start to believe it. I mean, whenever you say something negative about yourself, you believe it. So why not do it with positive words? Stop talking to yourself in a negative way. Stop saying you can't. Stop dwelling on the negative aspects of yourself and turn that negative into a positive. Today, like, I was having like a bad hair day. I'm on my week 3 of the silk press. It's on its last leg. And I was just like in the mirror like, oh my God, this looks crazy. Instead of pointing out that I'm having a bad hair day and I feel like I look crazy, oh, I did my makeup really good today. Like, oh, I look good today. Like, focus on something positive. Find something else to focus on. Oh, my nails look really nice. Like, oh, well, you know, I made it to work on time. I woke up this morning. That's all that matters. I woke up. I got to see my baby's face this morning. Find something. Find one thing to dwell on. As soon as you think of something negative, just flip it to something else. Tip number 3. Surround yourself with positive energy, y'all. Stop. You know that friend that's always calling and always got something negative? Be like, girl, I can't do it today. I've been that friend. I've been in dark spaces where it's like things keep happening one right after the other, back to back. Things keep happening, and I'm just like, and I'm not realizing that me dwelling on the things that are happening back to back, me being negative. Yeah, like I'm becoming a negative person. Yeah, I've been that friend. I've been there, done that. Even those people when you're telling them about something that you want to do and they find something to say about it. Like, they question it. They put doubt in your mind that you can't do it. And then you sit with that because their words mean something to you. Their thoughts mean something to you. Sometimes we seek the approval of others that we don't need to seek the approval of. And so those people that we seek approval from will talk us out of our dreams and walking into our purpose. So you don't have to necessarily stay away, because your friend or your family, they might be going through something. It may just be a phase. You have to set up boundaries when you are trying to complete a goal. And also, when I say, you gotta cut that negative energy out of your life, the people who you do need to cut off are people who have bad habits and refuse to do better, because they're not going to change. They're not on the same journey, and their bad habits can rub off on you. That's what happens when you hang out with people. You tend to pick up their habits, and if you're always around somebody who's negative, you're going to pick up that negative habit. One way that you can surround yourself with the positive energy is finding groups that align with your purpose, finding communities, creating a community. Find positive influences. There are plenty of influencers, I don't want to say influencers, but influencers who may be on the same journey. Maybe they've done what you want to do before. And so surround yourself with people who have done it, who are doing the work. You want to become a better reader? Join a book club. You want to work out? Find a group of people to do Pilates with or something. Like, you want to have better eating habits. Join a Facebook group with people who are creating healthy recipes. Go to a cooking class. Find people, find your community. Tip number 4 in walking into your purpose is to stay consistent and be patient. It's not gonna happen overnight, sis. It's not. And but let me tell y'all, there have been plenty of times where I was like, it's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna give up. Outside of my ADHD. Because if you struggle with ADHD, sometimes you're not giving up on your goals. Sometimes you just get distracted. You just get distracted with other things going on in your life and around you. But when you get the ADHD together, you gotta stay consistent. You have to keep doing it, and when you stay consistent, you get better and better and better at what you do. Ways to stay consistent is setting small, achievable goals. SMART goals. Y'all should know what that is. SMART goals. Small, achievable goals, you guys. For instance, I told you guys in the beginning of this, I hit 100 followers. That was my first goal. Hit 100 followers on YouTube. My next goal is going to be 300 followers on YouTube. I can't just make a video and be like, okay, I should get 10,000 followers today. It's not gonna happen. Nobody even knows me. Like, nobody knows what you're doing. Nobody, nobody knows what's going on. Like, you can't expect big results in a small frame of time. People who have reached their goals and their dreams have come true have been perfecting their craft for years. It's not an overnight thing. And then what makes things hard, and I know you guys, it makes it hard, is because you're on social media and you see people living the life that you want to live. But behind all those videos and those reels and those highlights of people's lives, you don't see the struggling, the financial struggle, the mental struggle, the crying, the self-doubt. You don't see that journey because they don't show you that. That is all a part of the journey. But you have to know that that's going to happen. And with that, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. Another thing that's going to help you stay consistent is building routines. Building routines. One of the things that I struggle with, I still struggle with it but I'm getting better. I will film a YouTube video, right? I'll be filming I have so many clips. I have so much content that I just have never posted, because when I get home, I just want to relax. I just want to chill. And so like editing videos, although I enjoy editing my videos, sometimes I just don't have the mental capacity to do it. So you know what I do? You know what routine I have done is, as I record my videos, I edit as I go. So while I am recording this on my trip, baby, this thing is gonna be finished before I get home. Because I'm gonna be editing when I get to my layover, my next layover tonight. Everything that I'm recording, I am going to edit it. And then I'm pretty sure when I get home, I'll have some tweaks that I want to put in. I'll have some things I may want to put in, some, you know, some edits that I need to do. But yeah, for the most part, the hard part is already done. The only thing I have to do is like make my thumbnail. I like to create like little previews to my videos, and I can do that, simply chop up the video to do that, to put on Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade. Like, that's not a hard thing to do. But the hard thing for me is editing videos, and what saves me is doing it as I go. And then by the time I get home, it's like, okay, well, all I really gotta do is just post it. And that's how I've been able to be consistent with putting my content out there and figuring it out. The fifth and final tip in walking into your purpose is to serve others, y'all. Yes, serving others. I know walking in your purpose to you may be like, oh, I just want to reach this goal. But the goal is not just to walk in purpose. The goal is to serve others, to help each other. Your purpose is not about you. It's about who you are meant to impact. That means you need to think about how your purpose is going to solve problems and or bring joy to those around you. Servicing others brings clarity to your purpose because it shifts the focus from yourself to the impact that you will have in the people you are serving in their lives. It reveals your strengths, it connects you to a greater need, it builds gratitude and perspective, and it gives you immediate feedback. You get to see how your service to others impacts them in real time. It also deepens your fulfillment. And guess what? Because we come full circle, when you feel fulfilled, you are walking in your purpose. And that's why servicing others is tip number 5. I hope that these tips that I've given you has spoke to your spirit, because not only is walking in your purpose important for you, it's important to the people that you will impact. Remember that it's a journey, it's not a sprint. Walk in faith. Take your time, stay faithful, and remember that each step you take is a step closer to walking into your purpose, reaching those goals, being the best version of you. This is my first motivational video. Let me know how I did, okay? Because I need constructive criticism. I was a little bit nervous doing this. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So we're going to be on this journey together. We're going to be figuring it out together. Leave comments in the comment section. What can I be better at? Talk to me about the dreams that you have. Talk to me about goals that you want to set for yourself. You feel like somebody else needs to hear this, share it with them. Share it with your friends. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for sticking out this video. It was kind of hard to make because, like I said, first time. Yeah. But I look forward to growing with you guys. All right, I gotta get some rest because I have to be up in a few hours and work this next flight. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.